Good morning, Robinson Middle School. We are excited to welcome you to this school year. Even though it's a virtual school year, it's still the start of school. And today is my, 39th consecutive first day of school. It's the 31st one in 38 years where I haven't had actual students in the buildings walking around, but it is still my first day. And so I've loved school since I was 5, and it's been an experience. I'm getting interrupted by my son, so you get to watch this happen live right now. Maddox, I'm in the middle of my activity today. What can I help you with?
Oh, I'll just call you back.
Oh, ask me now. What do you need?
It won't let me search anything. It says Google Chrome is not your main search.
So Maddox is a 6th grader and is using his school device right now for the first time, and his Google is not letting him search. So I'll have to help him in a little bit. I'll have to call you back later. All right, bye. So you're probably in the exact same boat. You might have some technical difficulties, so you're always welcome to call mom, to call dad, or to get a hold of us. You can get help at 973-HELP if you have any tech questions or any tech concerns once we get started. Today, the schedule works pretty simple. Each part of the day, we're going to have different activities, and it'll work just like you did for this piece. You're going to click a link. It's going to open up an activity like this, and you'll be able to interact with us in the chat bar. Caden, I appreciate that you're trying to help my son. He might not have Wi-Fi. He better have Wi-Fi because they played Fortnite till I don't even know what time last night. So the Wi-Fi was working. He may have tried to not let it work because he may not want to go to school this morning. So this is just our morning announcement. After this, we'll stop, and then we've published some stuff to our parent links. We've sent stuff to student view and parent view, I hope. At least I think that's where it went. And we'll have things on our social media account with the exact same links and all the same activities. I'll put the next one in the chat so that you're ready to go at 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, I'll be running around the building, so you might get a chance to watch your principal fall down, which could be awesome. As I take you on a tour of the building. And so you can run around the building with me. You can ask questions. We'll be dropping in on some of our teachers and just kind of seeing what's going on and let you kind of see how big the building is. So this is my first year here, and I no longer get lost. I still have trouble deciding which 3rd floor is the actual 3rd floor that I'm supposed to be on when I go looking for one. Let me see. So the 9 o'clock piece I put in there, so you know that you can click that. Let me give you the 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, we'll be doing less of a tour and more of a meet the staff. So I'll drop in on some teachers' rooms, and more exciting, we'll be meeting with our support staff. So I'll let you introduce yourselves to Mr. Cushenberry, Ms. Falvey, our assistant principals. And as we're giving out all the devices today for some of your friends who have yet to pick them up, I think we've given out almost 600 devices so far, and we're excited for how eager the families were to get in and get what they needed. So at 10 o'clock, you'll be meeting our social workers, our counselors, and the rest of the crew that helps you be successful. And then at 11 o'clock, we'll be coming back here so that I can show you what the first couple days will look like, and you'll have the opportunity to kind of see. We'll have an opportunity to see just what what you're going to need to do to log in and where you're going to need to go. If you've joined us today, then you're on the right track. But typically you'll log into your device just like you do here at school, and hopefully it opens up a special couple windows. And once you're in there, you'll be able to click your rapid identity and go right to Teams and log in. But we'll show you how that looks here this afternoon and help you kind of walk through that. So we have just a couple more minutes. Are there any questions? If you want to type those in, I got a couple people helping us today before we end. And let's see. Anonymous, I appreciate the tip that if we had a Labrador Retriever puppy, it could have chewed the cable for the internet in half. That is a true story. I have a Bulldog puppy and he chews everything in half. While you're waiting, you could also take a virtual tour of the building and meet your teachers. And then we'll be posting some other activities for you and your families to take part in throughout the day today. And we welcome you to take part in those, share where you're from, show us a little bit about yourselves and your families, and we're excited to meet you. So I'm getting ready to let you go. At 9 o'clock, we're going to log back in, and you'll be walking around with me as I try to push the cart through the hallway. It worked yesterday, so hopefully it works today, and give you a chance to see just how big this building is for when you return. So we hope you have a great morning. I am the new principal, and I'm going to answer some of your questions here. So I guess I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Friend, like your best friend in the entire world. I am the new principal here at Robinson. I just came over from Mayberry Middle School, where I was the principal for 3 years, and before that, I was the principal at Coleman, right down the street, for about 7 years. And even before that, I worked at North High School for about 12 years as the assistant principal and a teacher. So I'm really excited to be here, and I've gotten a chance to meet a lot of you in the last couple of days, and I'm excited to meet the rest of you. And let's see, Caden wants to know when we'll be able to talk to everyone. So we will have a surprise activity after all the formal stuff today to see how well that works. That's a little harder for the principal side of things to open that completely up, but I am going to experiment with it this afternoon for the first 300 people who can join in, and we'll be sending that out after lunch. Teachers can manage it a little differently because they're in charge of their classrooms. When I do something like this, it's a little more interesting. All right. I'm publishing some more questions so you guys can see what those answers are. I'm an incoming 6th grader and would like to be in the 6th grade 8 o'clock orientation. What should I do? Well, Anonymous, you are in that particular orientation. I'm just going to type that you made it. If you asked me the question, you pulled it off. And these lives are about to end here in a second. They'll only last about 30 minutes, depending on how successful I am running around the hallways. So I'm going to end this piece. We're going to save these and publish these on our website and our social media accounts. So if your parents haven't had a chance, they could check us out on Twitter and Facebook, where we have a lot of different activities. I knew I should have ended earlier because now you're asking lots of questions. Will there be Science Olympiad? Yes. We believe there is going to be Science Olympiad. Now that they have sports and activities back, we should be good to go. Somebody asked if we're going to have sports, and yes, we will have sports. And let's see. I hope you're having a good day too, Nolani. I hope I said your name right. And there's going to be information. It looks like Mr. Adamson is replying to your question about sports. We have a lot of that on our social media and our website pages. You're going to want to check those out. And we'll be sending out a parent link. One went out about 7:50 today, and we'll send a bunch out in the next couple days. And Anonymous is asking, is the whole school year going to be virtual? No, we hope not. We miss our kids. All right. Well, if you are looking for things to do next, make sure you take a look at our virtual tour. Make sure you keep sending us questions so we can answer those. And we will be back live at 9 o'clock to answer more questions. I'm going to publish the ones that are here. And the link you click after this is going to be the 9 o'clock one. All right. Well, I think I can say, anonymous, I hope my son's Google goes well as well. Sixth graders, no, you can't do sports. Sixth graders can be sports managers and you can take part in our NAL competitions, but you can't play sports anywhere here in the city and even around the city. Sixth graders aren't part of the sports teams until 7th and 8th grade. And we'll be starting cross-country practice and volleyball tryouts here shortly. Our coaches will be getting a hold of returners and sending out information for the rest of you. So if you think you want to do sports and you're a 7th and 8th grader, you need to make sure that you get yourself to the doctor so that you can get your physical and we can get you ready to go. The sports you can do this fall are cross-country and volleyball. And then after cross-country and volleyball, we have boys and girls basketball, and then track at the end of the year. And I'm hoping you can see videos because none of my helpers have let me know that you can't. So it looks like there were 101 of you today. That's pretty exciting for our very first try at this on the very first day, and we haven't given out all of our devices yet. Like I said, we'll have these recordings so we can answer questions and you can look at them later. And so at 9 o'clock, we'll have our next one, which is a tour of the building, and you'll still be able to ask questions just like you're doing here. And then at 10 o'clock, we'll let you meet some of the staff members who are going to help you be successful. And then at 11, we'll show you how to do day 1. So we hope you have a great day. We can't wait to meet you in person, and we will see you again at 9 o'clock. Have a great day.